Hey everybody, and welcome to Twin Talk, a video discussion show where twin brothers Chris and Kevin drink and draw while talking about comic books, movies, and all things pop culture. We are your hosts, Chris Hart, Kevin Hart, and today we're going to be talking about the 2019 monster film Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Stick around to the end of the episode to see how a drawing of Monster Zero himself, King Ghidorah, came out. And if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel for more content. All here is like you. Godzilla, King of the Monsters is a sequel to 2014's Godzilla and also the 35th installment of the Godzilla franchise, which is pretty nuts because that's more movies than James Bond. And this is a character that doesn't even speak. So kudos to you, Godzilla. Happy birthday, big guy. This film was written and directed by Michael Dougherty, who is known for his films, writing credits on X2, Superman Returns, X-Men Apocalypse, King of the Monsters, and the future Godzilla vs. Kong. This guy's got a pretty well-rounded resume when it comes to script writing, and he definitely is a huge fan of Godzilla when you watch the behind-the-scenes special features of what he gives to this franchise. This dude is loving his kaiju films. We see some familiar faces in Sally Hawkins and Ken Watanabe's characters from 2014's Godzilla. We also see new faces with Vera Farmiga and also Millie Bobby Brown, who we know from Stranger Things. This movie, the human conflict, as we've seen throughout these monster movies, kind of fell flat for me. A lot didn't make sense, but it was a good effort. First things first, we know that they went with the hot hand in this one. Millie Bobby Brown was cast. This was around the time Stranger Things season 1 to 3 was coming out, so she's definitely riding that high of Stranger Things. She's definitely growing back her hair from when she had it bald when she was 11. I donated half my ass hair to this movie. They threw it on her head wet. And that's how she looks for the rest of the film. That wig is trash, my dude. So, but
do we even know if it's a wig?
Whether it's a wig or not, my ass hair does a better job than what she's got on her head. Vera Farmiga also coming off the hotness of
Bates Motel.
Bates Motel. She played Norman Bates' mother.
Great show.
Great actress. Great show. I felt she was great in this movie for what she was given. But like you said, I feel like the plot is so weird. Mm-hmm. Like it doesn't make sense. It makes no sense from a human logical standpoint.
We see that it's connected to 2014's Godzilla because this family, I forget the names. This family is clearly dealing with the loss of their son, Andrew. Andrew, I was like,
just like screaming in San Francisco for the first 2 minutes of the film,
and it destroys their family. Their family is all broken up. The mother and daughter. We see them in this complex in the middle of like Asia,
Brazil,
or something like that.
South America,
and then the dad. Who's the actor's name again?
He was actually in 2005 Peter Jackson's King Kong. He played the macho American actor.
The actor
that went with them on the ship.
Kyle Chandler. He did a good job, but like when we first meet his character, his family, you know, they're clearly on the fritz. He's in the woods with like these two wolves. He's got a microphone.
He's just like, oh, clever girl. Oh, clever girl. Clever girl. Oh, yeah.
He's like, it gets real lonely in the woods. Mm-hmm. He's like filming this, hopefully either a Netflix documentary or some weird, family videotapes he's got stored in the back. I liked, what's his name's character? Bradley Whitford. I don't forget his character.
The comedic relief of the film.
Yeah, he was a good character in this film. He was like, every time he said, oh my God, he would just finish with Zilla.
He kept the tone of the movie because it's just such a absurd like plot that he's just the guy that gives you enough comedic undertones, comedic beats to be like, okay, like
hold on to.
I get it. This movie is just going for that big action. We're here for the monsters. Who cares about the humans? Because the plot is really absurd when you think about it. Let's talk about the plot for 1 second.
There goes
Copper.
Stay. Good boy.
So Vera Farmiga's character, she is dealing with the loss of her son Andrew after the 2014 attack from Godzilla in San Francisco. Her and her husband have had some dealings with the company organization Monarch, and they've created this technology called the Orca, which can communicate in a way to these other titans. So in order to deal with the trauma of losing her son, she feels that in order to avenge him, she's going to use this Orca technology
and kill 12 billion others
to destroy the global human race just so that we can get some nice vegetation at the end, some nice new plants.
Zero sense.
It's just kind of odd because it's like, okay, we get it. You're dealing with the trauma, the loss of your son, but you're gonna destroy literally billions of lives. And who knows if you're even going to survive to see it. So what does it mean in the end?
It's so bizarre. It really is.
Why wouldn't you just try to pick up the emotional pieces from your family that's left and move forward while also finding a way to maybe communicate with these titans to better the planet instead of destroying a million things with this terrorist organization?
I'll give Vera Farmiga this, that she says that these titans, they're the only guarantee that life will go on because
we're destroying everything.
We're destroying the planet. We're destroying
pollution,
war, blah blah blah. In this movie, apparently, wherever the titans go, their radiation is kind of like beneficial because
like a rebirth for the planet.
It like grows, like you said, this vegetation. That's kind of their, I guess, like, excuse to unleash,
justification for mass murder.
Yeah, this like
global
extremist group
genocide.
It's crazy. This plot makes zero sense, but honestly, we're not here for the humans. We're here for the titans and these monsters. And that was the best part of this movie. This is a nice, departure from the first movie of Godzilla where it was like monochromatic, black and white. This is all in your face. There's like 4 titans in this movie between Godzilla, Ghidorah, Mothra, and Rodan. Great monsters, and I loved seeing them with today's technology. And that was the best part of the film to me, was this kind of showdown between Ghidorah and Ghidorah, however you want to say it, and Godzilla.
Let them know that this is our 4th time doing this.
So this is our 4th time trying to film this video within 2 weeks span. Last week, Chris, my brother, grew a nice beard out within this video. The SD card crapped on us twice, so there's a 4th time. Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, really. If you don't like this video, I'm coming for you.
The jokes that I did land are now lost in the ether. They were not saved to any form of technology.
We had gold, and
they're gone, and I'm pissed off.
But anyways, King of the Monsters. Where do we leave off?
Bear McCreary really crushes it with this soundtrack. The scope he has of his scores for these monsters is so epic and just really shows the size and scale of them, and it definitely lives up to the name of the movie, King of the Monsters.
I like the Blue Oyster Cult Go Go Godzilla rendition, where it's like, so yes,
it's like, which for years I was like, it's right there. It's like, that should be a song for a Godzilla movie. They haven't used it, and once the end credits comes up here and that song plays, I was like, nicely played.
No. Yeah, it's a great song. I like the rendition they had on it. Mm-hmm. And the monsters in this movie, to me, it's like the big 4, right? Godzilla, Ghidorah, Rodan, and Mothra. Mothra, she sacrifices herself in this movie. I don't think it's the last time we'll see her, though, because she like basically disintegrates the fairy dust, and we see her kind of like reincarnate throughout the series. Mm-hmm. And I think even in the end credits scene, they're like, oh, there's a giant egg somewhere in Brazil. I have no idea where they left it, but like, obviously, who could that be besides Mothra? Obviously, I think that's like her larva. So I think we're going to see another version of Mothra down the line. And I like how Ghidorah, he's kind of like, in the old movies, from what I remember, he had like these like Twilight Zone aliens with his UFOs, cheesy looking. He was from another planet, Monster Zero. And I like how they kind of delve into that in this one, that he's kind of making his own environment anywhere he goes. He's kind of bringing his own weather and reshaping Earth to his needs. So I hope that they play into that down the line, that he's an alien.
What did they say? He was like terraforming or something like that?
Yeah, he was basically like terraforming the planet to his needs. And him and Godzilla, apparently, they've been like having this like century-long battle over dominance throughout the years to see who's bowing down to who. And that's why they were kind of like torn between Ghidorah and Godzilla in this movie. And I like that, obviously, Godzilla, he gets Dr. Serizawa's sacrifice with his nuclear warhead. Dr. Serizawa, he goes down into like basically Atlantis, right?
It was definitely
Atlantis, yeah. And he takes this nuclear warhead. The big original, Godzilla fanboy. He goes down there and he's like, goodbye, old friend.
You got enough grease on your hand to cook an egg.
So like, and then this thing just goes off. Boom, he juices up Godzilla. Godzilla's like...
He's like the epic Kevin Hart Godzilla scream. Yeah, once Serizawa he says he's got that lizard juice. It's kind of like Tuco from Breaking Bad. Every time he does a hit of meth, he's just like, tight. It's like, if his body's reacting to it, why does he keep going back for more?
Yeah. And I just like how he's like melting everything. And the climax of this movie is awesome. It's like a CGI like glory fest or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I like how I think it's Kyle Chandler's character that says, he's like, oh, this time we join the fight.
Fenway Park gets leveled in this movie.
Yeah.
The destruction. Like, I hope they have like a continuity as far as like the destruction in these films, because like let's say for instance the movie Independence Day, what made that so iconic is that they destroyed the White House. So that was a big thing. So
Very
it's
memorable,
like
yeah.
in these movies, you can't just destroy famous landmarks and then they're fine. Like the next week, it takes years, to rebuild these cities. And I could just imagine like opening day of Fenway in like 2045 or whatever when they finally rebuild the stadium. They get Big Papi, David Ortiz, like in his wheelchair, like this is our city.
Pedro Martinez comes out of like, the Hall of Fame retirement and everything is like not in our time. They're all just coming at him with baseball bats.
It was definitely nice to see this like modern day Godzilla movie, because we know back from the old school movies, they always had, it was nice to see like who took on who were the heroes, the villains. And in this one we have Godzilla and Mothra, who's the queen of the monsters, are the good guys in this one. King Ghidorah and Rodan are the villains of this one. But Rodan's kind of like a punk. He kind of goes wherever he needs to go. Like he bows to Godzilla at the end. He's like, all right, I got you.
Yeah.
Even though he tries killing Mothra, but then she stabs him right through the heart.
She got him with the ass.
Yeah.
But like
the downfall of us all.
I like too how they had Ghidorah at the end credit scene. You have this like evil like monarch. I don't even know what they were.
Just like a terrorist group.
That
were former monarch.
They have
people,
the retreat because Ghidorah, he can regrow his head. He regenerates his head. So they take it, and I wonder what repercussions that has in the future of this like monsterverse. If they're gonna do maybe a mecha Ghidorah, that might be cool to see.
I just hope Godzilla vs Kong doesn't blow the load though of like having a Mecha Godzilla and Mecha King Ghidorah in it. It's
All
like
in one, yeah,
it's
yeah.
like save it for maybe a potential down the line, like destroy all monsters. Maybe use the tech that they have from Mecha Godzilla, whatever the storyline is going to be in Godzilla vs Kong, and save that for the future installment. Maybe have all the monsters come back and fight each other, and the big bad be like King Ghidorah and his cronies, whoever he has by his side.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they have like a cohesive story planned out, or if they're just gonna keep throwing it for money, as long as it's making money. Like, because the old movies, they was just like Godzilla vs. blah, Godzilla vs. blah, like, and it just kept going and going. So I wonder if they have a cohesive storyline of, okay, the next movie after Godzilla vs. Kong will be King Kong, because he's not called King Kong yet. And then if they're gonna have them maybe go to Skull Island to like a Monster Island movie, and then wrap it up with Destroy All Monsters, and it kind of like ends this legendary monsterverse. But who knows? All I know is that I want to see Gigan. He was one of the coolest, like
the
looking,
buzzsaw.
Yeah,
Definitely the coolest
with
looking.
like a saw in the middle of his stomach. So as long as we see him, then I'll be good.
But they should lean into it, because I remember when I saw the trailer for this movie and they were like Titans, these earthly beings, the Titans. I was like, no, lean into it. King Ghidorah is an alien, and like that's what made those old movies so good, is that they're just like these wacky sci-fi movies that kids eat up. And now you can like just lean into that. That's what makes the genre so special for fans. And it's like you can set things up like that. Like once you're done here with the Earth, why not go to space and have like him fight like Space Godzilla or King Ghidorah with Gigan, or
to bleed it out like the Fast and Furious franchise.
Well, if there's anything we've learned from that franchise, is that you can adapt your franchise and milk it dry. Like they could have like a buddy cop movie with King Kong and Godzilla, like taking down like
He's trying to crack this case.
yeah, like King Ghidorah's like running a drug cartel or something like that. So they could really milk the franchise for all they want, because the humans don't really matter. You go to see the monsters, so they can keep evolving and like put whatever cast and crew what they want on it, and whatever actors they want to be in it, and like make a nice story with the humans, because the technology is only going to get better, and you're going to have these monsters, like you said before, saved on like a digital file somewhere, and you can just keep bringing them back. They never age.
Yeah, exactly. They're stored on some guys, solid state hard drive.
Yeah, definitely not this one. Definitely not your hard drive, because the movie would never come out. So this was a fun series to do. We liked doing the lead up series for Godzilla vs Kong. We're definitely looking forward to doing more of this. It was either this or like pretend to breastfeed him. I was gonna be like, yeah. So we did the lead up series for Godzilla vs Kong, and he it was a lot of fun to do. And ridiculous. Put this thing over there. First of all, you need to get rid of this thing. Grown man shouldn't have that. The action figures is fine, but the monkey gotta go. In all seriousness, though, this was a lot of fun to do this lead up to Godzilla vs Kong, doing these legendary MonsterVerse films. We're also going to be doing the American Godzilla film with Matthew Broderick and directed by Roland Emmerich, and we're going to be doing Peter Jackson's 2005 remake of King Kong. So stick around for those. And also, we want to ask you guys, we love seeing your art. We enjoyed everything we did with WandaVision, seeing the fan art come in. So we're calling it out to you guys again. Submit your photos of your drawings of Godzilla or Kong or anything kaiju related. It would definitely be fun to see that again.
Yeah, you can use the hashtag TwinTalk or DM us on our Instagram at twintalkbros or send us an email at twintalkbros@gmail.com. Who you got in the big fight? Team Kong or Team Zilla? Let us know in the comments below.
Also, let us know, are you guys going to a theater to see it? We know that it's dropping the same day in theaters and HBO Max. I feel like it's something you might really want to see in IMAX.
Yeah, almost something you have to see.
Yeah, so I'm still torn about what we're going to do, but I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it.
Anyways, that about wraps up today's episode of Twin Talk. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, comment below to join the discussion, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content. We'll see you next time. Peace!